A few years after Boston's famed tea hit the harbor, the Hudson Valley had its own caffeinated clash. Our story comes from the MacDonald Papers, a mid-1800s collection of accounts from 241 descendants of early Westchester settlers. Recently, while visiting Teatown Reservation in Ossining, I stumbled into this forgotten chapter of American history. Even the park's name hints at a time of turmoil and uncertainty. It begins with Bohea, a strong black tea from Fujian, China. In the late 1700s, it fueled the hard work of the Hudson Valley's women. The Dutch had long tried to undercut prices, widening the rift between American colonists and Britain's crown. By 1775, East India Company tea was rare. Sons of Liberty boycotts kept it that way. Merchants who still had it often smuggled it in, hid it, or defied Patriot pressure. Loyalist traders fled New York City, moving north to safer ground. One such man was John Arthur. He found a shaded hollow in northern Westchester to hide his stash. But word travels fast among the tenant farms of Lord Frederick Phillips III. These farms were home to the Daughters of Eve, a formidable band of women who demanded fair prices and confronted speculators head-on. A year earlier, in August 1776, more than 100 women had besieged Colonel Brinkerhoff in Fishkill over a stash of tea, forcing him to sell at the legal rate. Arthur, hearing of such unrest, hoped secrecy would protect him. But that summer over 30 women rode out armed with household tools, determined to find his tea. They became lost on the winding woodland paths, until they ran into a man. It was Arthur himself. Not recognized, he sent them in the wrong direction and raced home to prepare. Arthur's stone home was fortified. Inside were his wife, 2 sisters-in-law, and a former African slave, all ready to defend the tea. The women arrived, tensions rose, and both sides steadied for confrontation. But through an open window, cooler heads prevailed. A deal was struck. The women got their Bohea at a fair price. Over that winter of 1776 to 1777, the manor women were well supplied, and the Hudson Valley had its own quiet tea victory.